and welcome. In this video, we're going to be talking about presence. Now, what is presence, first of all? And then I'm going to be giving you 3 tools for accessing presence anytime you need to. Now, presence means being in the present moment, in the now, not in the past, not in the future. Presence can be thought of as being an aspect of increased awareness, or its close successor, higher consciousness. And this is what we do in meditation. We increase our awareness and we raise our consciousness levels. Now, there was a recent study done at Harvard which talked about people having trouble keeping in the present. And just under half of the people in this particular study found their minds wandering so frequently, and they did not know how to come back to the present, which is the only moment we have. So it's really important to know this. When people aren't in the present, the mind takes over, and it's a mindlessness. And it's the norm for many people. And the mind spends its time focused on the past, so regretting things perhaps, or thinking of nice things, or the future, which could be worry mode, rather than being in the present. And the present, as I said, is the moment you have to do things with. So that's really important. Allowing the brain in the study, allowing the brain to run on autopilot can make people very unhappy. So really important to understand that. Now, in terms of presence and the 3 tools I'm going to give you, if this is the type of content that you're looking for, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button at the bottom and then the little notification bell that pops up. And if you're watching this on Facebook, don't forget to say hi, write something in the comments so that I know you're here. Now, who am I? I'm Barbara Watson. I'm an academic, a holistic empath. I've been teaching meditation for decades, 4 decades actually. And I'm also a past registered nurse, athlete, nutritionist, various things. You can look at my website for that. But moving on then, what is presence? An aspect of higher awareness and therefore higher consciousness, which follows awareness very, very subtly and very quickly. So let's go with tool number 1. Tool number 1, breathing. Just close your eyes, sit with me, close your eyes, and we'll do some breaths to cleanse the body. And I'm going to introduce you to a mantra. Mantra is simply a mind vehicle. It's a Sanskrit word, and that's how it loosely translates, a vehicle of the mind. So when the mind wanders, a mantra can help bring you back to the present. Mantras are not always sound, but this is not a teaching on mantras, but they can be other things. I'm going to use sound this time because that's what people are most familiar with. And sound mantras create sound vibrations that help to bring you back as well. The mantra I'm going to introduce you to is the loose English translation of the mantra Om, O-M, which you may have seen. You may also have seen that written as A-U-M, but that's phonetic. So O-M is the spelling, and that is said to be the sound of creation. Loosely translated, we translate it as I am. So sitting quietly with your eyes closed, bring your attention to your breath. And that just means notice your breathing. Become aware of it. Feel it inside your nostrils. And as you inhale, just say out loud or whisper or to yourself, say the word I. And as you exhale, say am. Aligning your mantra to your breath. I as you inhale, am as you exhale. Be careful not to rush your breath. If you notice your mantra speeding up, your mantra may change its speed. You're trying to align them here. And then every time you notice your mind wander, simply draw your attention back to your breath and your mantra, I am. Your mind will wander. You will have other thoughts or images or colors or sounds coming into your awareness. Don't let them distract you. And notice them, acknowledge them, don't resist them. They're there. But then let them go, release them. And going back to your mantra can help you release them. I, as you inhale, am as you exhale. And you do this for just as short or as long a time as you wish to do it. That's up to you. And when your time is up, just take a moment to gently release the mantra and to return to your day. Just sit very quietly before you open your eyes. And you can keep your eyes closed as you listen to me as I go on to tool number 2. Now, tools number 2 and 3 involve practice of the senses, the 5 senses that we're all familiar with. And those of you who've done clair abilities, such as, for example, clairvoyance, which is the most well-known, will know that we have these psychic senses that correspond to our physical senses. I'm talking here about the physical senses to keep you in the present. So anytime you consider something that is a simple task, you can actually tune into your 5 senses. For example, I've done meditation seminars where people have done mindful eating at lunch, and in one we had broccoli, for example. So I took that as an example and had everyone get in touch with a piece of their broccoli. That is so important because that's getting in touch with the touches and the sounds and the sights. This is presence. It's also getting in touch with the soil, the earth where it grew, the rain, the wind, the sunshine. So it can be very grounding as well, as breathing exercises are, as you know, and various other exercises for grounding. So you get in touch with the flavor and the smell. So if you have a piece of broccoli, or come back to this later, or anything else, bring it slowly into your hands or on your fork. Look at it. Just look at those colors. Turn it a little bit. See how it changes, the image changes as you turn it. Smell it as it's down there. Don't bring it right to your mouth. That's our tendency. Keep it down there. Smell it. And just enjoy it. Smile as you do this. That helps. And notice the saliva in your mouth because you are anticipating, and that's where digestion begins. It begins in the mouth, and you begin with your anticipation. So in this way, you could build your anticipation. Now, as you bring that broccoli closer to your mouth, notice the increase, the odor, the increase in that and the change in the image as you move it, and maybe the green color changes a bit. Just notice all of these things and observe too how you may wish to bring it a little faster, but you're doing it slowly so that you can practice this. Bring it closer, bring it right up to your mouth, and as you put it in your mouth, notice where you put it on your tongue and move it around in your mouth because we have taste buds and we have different tastes. So notice the difference in the flavor as you move that piece of broccoli around in your mouth. Take the time to do this. This is presence, and enjoy the broccoli. And just notice it. As you begin to chew, is it raw? I didn't say. Maybe it's crunchy and raw. Is it hot? Maybe. So it's a little different. So notice the texture as well and how you're touching it. how your teeth are touching it, how it moves in your mouth, how the saliva increases, how you enjoy it. And just you enjoying the process, not the end result. You'll get there, but the process. This is presence. Enjoy your broccoli. Close your eyes if you wish. Just imagine it if you don't have a piece of broccoli right now. And if you don't like broccoli, substitute something that you do like. That's fine too. Now, as you chew, notice also the sounds of chewing. There are sounds there. And notice as you move it, as you complete the chewing process and you move the food towards the back of your mouth, ready to swallow, notice the difference. And as you swallow, just allow it to go down and enjoy it. And that is mindful eating. Presence is an aspect of that, definitely. Paying attention. And now moving on to tool number 3, which is an aspect of the tool number 2, really, is applying this same process to any simple task. I often talk to people about applying it to brushing your teeth. So again, tune into your 5 senses, and that means starting at the beginning as you move towards the sink and pick up your toothpaste. Is it in a tube? Noticing the tube, noticing what's written on it, turning the tube, looking at the difference in the image as you turn the tube. And this is before you've even taken the lid off. And then take the top off, squeeze it onto your toothbrush that you've picked up and looked at as well. I'm going a little quicker here. And as you squeeze it, watch how it comes out. And then just keep moving, bringing that toothbrush closer to your mouth. But again, the smell. Pay attention to the smell. Pay attention to the image and how it changes. And as you bring it to your mouth, notice the flavor that you get when it first comes into your mouth. Notice the touch on your teeth, one tooth at a time. Where do you start? Well, that's up to you, but observe it. As you work around your mouth and your teeth, the change in the flavor, the change in the touch, the feel of it. And enjoy the fact that you're doing something really good for your mouth. So this is, again, another aspect of presence. There are many ways of looking at presence, many ways of dealing with it. But these are 3 tools. Number 1, the tool I am, and doing that with your breathing. Number 2, your mindful eating of your broccoli or whatever. Do it with a piece of carrot. Do it with an apple. Do it with something healthy and nutritious that you enjoy. Number 3, brushing your teeth and using it with that. And then you can go ahead and expand this. Next time you wash the dishes, next time you vacuum, bring presence into what you do. Next time you do anything, do it with presence. And again, don't forget, if you're watching this on Facebook, comment below and let me know you're there. Say hi. Have any questions or comments, put them in. If you're watching it on YouTube, then if this is the kind of content you're looking for, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell that comes up. And then I'll see you in the next video.